everyone. So today I'm going to make gata. This gata will be made with yogurt. You could also substitute with sour cream. I was meaning to do this for a while now, and this is for a lady who's currently in an adult family home. She has no family that are close by, and she has some losses. And I feel in a way a bit guilty because I really wanted to go and see her for some times, but I had some incidents that took place, and I was not in a position where I could go and visit her. So it's been some times that I haven't seen her, and I think she's probably mad. But she really likes gata, so I decided while I'm making this for her to go ahead and show you. And I do talk to people over the phone who state that a lot of times we don't understand your recipes because there is no writings. You don't talk to the record. There is no recording of your talks. So as I go along, I will tell you what I'm doing. So I have about 12 ounces of flour. It's all-purpose flour, and I just sift it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Those are my dry ingredients. And I'm gonna give it a mix. So after I do this, I'm gonna take my butter. It's 113 grams. So it's 1 stalk. So anyways, I decided to go visit her and capture all these great moments on the camera. She's in her mid-90s, very sweet lady, and I like to tell stories because I feel like it's such a special story. There was a year, the way we became acquainted with this lady is I was about maybe 6-7 months pregnant, and I took a temporary job, and I remember it was a wintry weather and we had so much snow that all the roads were blocked. There were no buses. I couldn't get my car out of the driveway, and the lady that I was working for, filling her position, she had a very tiny office. All I had was a tiny desk and a tiny chair. So it's 5 o'clock, I'm trying to get my car out. There is no way I can get the car out. And there are no buses. Everything was canceled that day. And it was Friday, so I came to my office. I sat on my chair, and it was a place where you work for residents. So it was a residence facility, people who live there. And the people noticed that it's after 5 o'clock and I'm still in my little office. Actually, it was a closet, but they turned into an office just to get a picture the size of the office that I had. And they all came, majority of my residents, they came, they paid their sympathy, how sad it was that I'm this pregnant and I have to spend my night on this little chair. And as I was sitting, this lady comes, I worked for her, she knows me quite well, and she says, "What are you doing here all day?" And I said, "Well, Miss Garris, I can't go home." And she says, "Are you gonna sleep on this chair?" And I said, "Yes, I don't have any other choice until see what happens tomorrow." And she says, "There is no way you're sleeping on this chair. I'm gonna take you to my apartment and you're gonna stay on my couch." I know it was maybe against the law, but as a pregnant lady, I know I couldn't also sleep in this little chair that I had in my office. So she took me along. She made me a really nice bed. In the morning we woke up, she gave me a good breakfast. She treated me like her own granddaughter. And I told her, I said, when I leave this job, because I knew it was temporary and at one point it was gonna come to the end, I said, I will never lose touch with you. because I would never forget, you know, how you treated me during those difficult times. So after, what I did is I had my butter, as you could see. I just grind it, and I'm gonna mix it with the flour. Just make it very, very smooth. So anyways, that's the lady I'm making this gata for. She really likes it. Yeah, that's the story behind how I met her, and I'm keeping my promise, and I want to capture those moments onto my camera. So after I mix those two ingredients together, I'm gonna go ahead and take my egg. It's 1 egg, and I have 6 ounces of yogurt. If you don't have yogurt, you could use sour cream. Either one should work just fine. So just give it a good stir. Also, another questions that are coming up. I've noticed, Olga, that people live a very great life in America. You know, what do they do? Is that true for everybody? And I want to address those questions that you had over the phone. I'm just a bit conflicted because many of you do speak a different language besides English, but I also know that you do understand, so I'm just gonna say it in English. So it's not necessarily true for everybody. I personally work with people who are at poverty level and they barely make their ends meet. Yes, there are people, you know, and you probably saw it in the video, that do live a well life, but they also have medical degrees, they're doctors, so it's different for everybody. But I think the movies that we watched back home, you know, the Hollywood, and a lot of people think the money is here on the trees, and all you have to do is just come and plug those money and live the life of your dream. That is not a true statement. In order to have a decent life, you have to work very hard to make your dreams come true. So now I'm just gonna knead this dough, and I will go ahead and add a pinch of salt, just maybe like 4 or 5 minutes. I'm gonna knead this dough, and I'm gonna let it and I'm gonna just put aside for maybe another 30 to 40 minutes before I bake it. So yeah, not everybody has a great life. There are a lot of people in poverty, and maybe there would be a time where I can take you along and show you how many people are homeless actually. Yes, so there is that gap between poor and wealthy. But if you have any other questions, feel free to ask me and I'll be happy to answer. Okay, so now I'm gonna put this aside. As you can see, it's a sticky dough, and that's fine. That's how it's supposed to be. So I'm gonna cover it up with a towel and leave it for 30 to 40 minutes. So while my dough is resting, as you could see, I have it covered in my kitchen towel. So let's make the filling. The filling is called chorizo, and usually what it entails is half cup of flour and half cup of sugar. But because she likes walnuts, I decided to add walnuts with my gata. So that's an option that I'm using because I know she likes it. So I roasted my walnuts for 5 to 7 minutes until they were golden, and I grinded them. So let's mix all these 3 ingredients together. And we'll need about 50 grams of melted butter. So I will microwave that and I will add to those 3 ingredients. So let's mix this. Okay, so I brought my melted butter. Like I said, it's 50 grams, and I'm gonna go ahead and mix all of these together. It's gonna give you a consistency of, it's not too soft and it's not too hard. So it's in between. And I will show you what I mean. Let's mix this. Okay. So when you take it into your palm and then you let it go, it has to fall apart very easily. So it's a bit sticky, so I'm gonna keep mixing. So when I try to make a bowl, it has to come apart very easily. And it looks like it's already a texture that I want it to be in. Okay, so our chorizo is ready. Again, look. This is our chorizo. So the dough has been resting for 20 minutes. I'm going to wait another 20 minutes, and when it's ready, I will show you. Because the weather is really warm today, so I refrigerated for another 20 minutes. So now let's go ahead and get the dough open. With the rolling pin, so you're gonna have to use a rolling pin for this. Here's my dough. It's a nice soft dough. Okay, so I'm gonna spray some flour. Let's open the dough into like a quarter. So as you can see, I opened my dough into 4 quarters. Now let's fill our dough with our chorizo. So the chorizo will go in the middle. The chorizo is the filling that we made, that consists with walnut, sugar, and flour. So let's fill up. And usually the original recipe is 12 ounces, so I used only half because I'm just doing it for her. But if I was to do it for a family, I would probably use the full size. And I would leave the full size recipe in the description box. It's pretty much double whatever was used here. Okay, so here's our chorizo. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll my chorizo like this. It's a bit of a messy work, but that's fine. So now you can tap it to make it flat. Because it's such a sticky flour dough, I'm going to transfer it into my baking pan before it gets stuck to my cutting board. So after I do that, I'm gonna cut into, I will show you the design. This is what it looks like. So now I have a egg yolk, and I will go ahead and cover it up with my egg yolk to give that beautiful golden color when it's baked. I honestly like my other dough better, the one that I made in the past. But because I was out of yeast, I decided to go with this recipe. Taste-wise, this is very delicious as well. But I like to work with the other dough much better because it's not as difficult as the one that you make with sour cream. That's just my personal opinion. Okay, so once I finished with coating with my egg yolk, I will bake it for 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 15 to 20 minutes. And I will show you what the result looks like. For people who are wondering if I have tried calling her or it is going to be another surprise, I did try calling her, but she, for some reason, ever since she's been in that facility, she doesn't answer her phone. I'm sure she will be very pleased to see me. Although I think she's mad because it's been a few months since I'm not able to go and visit her. But glad that I was able to do it today. So let's go see what her reaction is like. I have arrived. Miss Garris is usually a very expressive lady. She tells you as how she feels. So let's see how she's gonna see me today. Hello, how are you?
I'm fine.
I'm here to see Miss Garris.
Oh, Basila.
Yes.
Welcome.
Thank you. I tried calling her, but she doesn't answer.
Oh, it's because you see when she sit right here and her phone is there.
Hi, hi.
That's why you don't get her.
Oh my God. Hi, sweetie. How are you?
Fine.
Do you remember me?
Huh?
Hi, sweetie.
Oh my God.
Oh, I'm so glad you're happy to see me. Oh, it's so good seeing you. Oh, oh,
Oh my God, I've never
oh.
seen her cry. She's
Oh,
crying.
it's okay. Don't. So emotional. Oh, no. I brought you some dinner,
Wow.
and then I made you some gata.
What the hell, all of that stuff?
Remember last time you really liked it? How are you
Bring
doing?
spoon for you, Mama.
You want to eat now? Go ahead.
Let me bring spoon. Thank you, hon.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy eating them.
Yeah, you got me. You remember me.
Of course I do. Of course I do. Um, Now she wanted to have her dinner that I made for her, and she wanted to try the pastry.
Thank you, hon.
Is it your dinner time now, or you just decided to have now?
Okay, hon. I'll say like that.
No, you eat. You're fine. Just eat.
Good stuff.
Is it good stuff? Enjoy. Have you been? Not so well.
I'm lonesome again. I have nobody.
Oh. Well, I tried to come, but I had a foot injury, so my mobility was limited. I wanted to show you to my relatives. Oh. Don't cry. She's just says she's very happy that I came. She just became so emotional. Well, I was thinking you're gonna be mad. It's okay. I'm glad you're happy. Because I haven't been here for a while. I thought you were gonna be mad at me. Oh. How do you make the meatloaf? Your
You
meatloaf?
wanna know the recipe?
Yes, please.
Okay. Just leave it down this and I'll tell you and cook.
Okay. Tell me so I could remember.
Yeah. And you go into the store.
Uh-huh.
You take a little bit, you get a nice hamburger, no junk.
Uh-huh. Like
And,
a
yeah, and cut onion,
like a
chop onion,
Uh-huh.
and mix it up, the whole thing. And
vinegar?
no. And use red wine
Uh-huh.
and mix things up,
Uh-huh.
onion,
Uh-huh.
and mix the whole thing. Little dry bread.
Uh-huh. So we need
Yeah.
ground beef.
And onion, and you dry little
Crumbs.
yes, and good onion and chop the onion very
Thinly?
good,
Uh-huh.
And
What about vinegar? Do you use
yes,
How much vinegar?
oh, you put soup spoon
Okay.
wine
Uh-huh.
vinegar,
Okay. So
I
one
mean,
tablespoon of each.
yeah.
And then what about tomato paste? Do you use tomato
Yeah.
paste? How much?
And you mix the whole thing and make it the best meatloaf.
I know your meatloaf was the best. That's why I want to have it recorded.
Oh.
Did you use celery?
You
Celery?
listen to me.
Uh-huh.
You better come here and go buy the stuff
Okay.
and go down and make a mix
Mhm.
the whole thing.
Yeah.
So you take it home and bake, and after you know what to do.
Yes. Well, if your hip was okay, I would have taken you to my house, but
Okay.
I can make it and then bring it for you, okay?
That's okay, honey. Anything you want, and I'll come in and show you.
Okay. So we haven't forgotten any other things, correct? It's the ground beef,
Yeah?
1 tablespoon vinegar, 1 tablespoon red
Yeah,
red
you're right.
wine, and then finely chopped onions, breadcrumbs,
Yes.
salt, pepper,
Yeah.
Anything else you're
And
missing?
chop little pepper smell good, you know.
What kind of pepper? Green peppers?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, honey.
Anything else?
Yeah, you know what? You go get the stuff and come here and I mix up and see me what to do.
Okay.
That's the better stuff, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
So can we cook here?
Yeah.
Can
You
we cook
have
here?
to get them here
Mm-hmm.
to have to show you what to do, and after you know what to do.
Okay, sounds good. I will
Yeah.
buy the ingredients and then I will bring it
Yes.
and then we can cook
Yeah,
together.
that's good stuff.
Yes, I know. It was the best. Okay, so that's the plan. I will buy all these things and we'll cook
Yeah,
together.
honey.
Okay? Do you
Who do
want
you find hey, who do you find
my bracelet?
this stuff?
One of my professors gave me as
Somebody
a
give
gift.
it to you?
Yes. She went to a
That's,
lavender festival and she bought it
I
for
like
me.
this because he hang it for the God.
Oh, is
Yes.
that what it means? It's a sign from a
And
God.
that's the good one.
Okay. Next time I will make one for you and I'll bring it for you.
I like if everyone like that.
I know you like jewelry. I've noticed that.
Yes, honey.
Well, thank you for the recipe, and I'm gonna show you to all of the people who ask about you.
I like it very much. No give it to anybody.
No, this is a gift from a special person, so I'll keep it. Well, thank you so much again, and let's do
Now, who do you want? You want meatloaf?
this. Yeah, we could do meatloaf.
Go and put the potatoes, all of them together, put them in a oven.
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
brother.
it's so good.
Um,
I remember you used to make that
You know
for
what?
me.
Go to the store, buy the stuff.
Okay.
And I make them here
Mhm.
and fix everything, and you go home and bake. That's it.
Or
And I have to have the potatoes
Mhm.
and half a pepper, one whole pepper, and chop it around, make a gravy, you know, like a gravy. And you have to go to get them.
Okay, I will get those things.
Because I can't go to the store to buy anything. You have to go together.
I know, I know.
You know.
And I don't expect you to go. So I will shop those things and we can
Yeah.
make it together.
You have to go together.
Okay, we'll do that. Are you able to walk?
Yeah.
Can you walk?
And you go into Safeway and buy good meat, good hamburger. I'm not buying junk.
I know, you're very
And
healthy.
pepper,
Uh-huh.
onion,
Mhm.
and crumbs,
Mhm.
and mix the whole thing.
I know it was
I show you and you do easy for you.
Okay, thank you so much.
I go down at the kitchen here
Okay.
and show what to do
Okay.
and fix them up yourself.
Go,
Yeah,
but I will come back again, okay? Love you.
you come back again, my sister.
I will try, yes. Okay? It was good seeing you.
Margaret.
So Margaret is taking good care of you.
Yeah.
Do you want to say goodbye? And then I'll go, yes? Bye,
Yeah.
hon.
And come over again, will ya?
Yes, I will.
Okay.
Bye. That warmed my heart that she was very happy to see me. I didn't notice any madness. She was just grateful that I was able to come, and she shared how she's been spending and how she feels so lonesome. It's very common with people who are in those facilities because many times they don't have visitors, and going and visiting them, it's such a great deal for them. So inside my heart, I feel very relieved because I wanted to do this for so long, but because I had injury in my foot, there was a lot of limitations placed on what I could have done at the time. well, she's planning. First, when I saw her, she became very emotional, but then she opened up, started sharing her recipes, and her recipes are great. She makes the best meatloaf. So she wants me to go and do the shopping, and one day hopefully we can cook together.